I am Vishaka Abbey. I am a behaviour strategist and I have my own company here called MindPath UAE. I moved to Town Square in July. I moved here because it reminds me a little bit of home. So when I was in the UK, I lived just outside of London in a place called Rochester. So just like this area, I was about 20 minutes away from central London driving, but I got the benefit of the quiet and the countryside, and there's lots of we're just on the edge of Al Qudra Desert, so if I just drive in the other direction for 5-10 minutes, I'm in the desert and near the lakes, and it's just beautiful. So I get the lovely balance of the city life and the country life here, so I really enjoy it. My rent here is really reasonable, insanely reasonable. So I have paid 70,000 dirhams for the year in 3 checks as well. So it's been really reasonably priced, and I'm so lucky to have such an amazing landlord as well, which can be a bit rare here in Dubai, but my landlord is brilliant and I have enjoyed living here. Just the amenities and just neighbours and the understanding of neighbours here has just been amazing, and I really feel like I'm part of a community here. So I think one of the things I really like is that it's a mixed community. There are a lot of single people here who are like my age, expats. There are a lot of Indian expats. There are some Emiratis here. I don't think there's many, but there are some. And I also believe that there's lots of families. And so it's a lovely mix of people living in this community. Everyone's really understanding of each other as well. So I've got the terrace outside. So when it's a nice day and everyone on a Saturday is outside, everyone's talking to each other over the walls and saying hello to each other. I mean, it's not more than that, but I'm still new here, but it's still that lovely familiarity, and the security here are brilliant. I think when I first moved here, I was a bit cautious because they were so strict, but now I appreciate it because it's such a protected community, and it's not protection from burglars, and I mean there is that obviously, but it's more about keeping it this sort of exclusive for the people that live here so that they can have that familiarity. And I think I've noticed as well that people stay here long term as well. Like my neighbour on this side, she's been here 2 years. My landlord lives in the area as well. They've been here for since the inception. So people don't tend to leave this area once they find it. There isn't a hospital in the area, as far as I know, I'm not sure, but there is definitely an Asda. So in the next block, I think it's in Zara Breeze, there is an Asda. I think Kevin will probably be able to tell you more than that, but I've not had to use those facilities, thank God. But in terms of the restaurants, amazing. I lived in JBR, so I was spoiled for choice with restaurants, and I feel equally like that here. So just in the square itself, there's Benny Mac's, which is probably my favourite, which is like a British style pub, and they do British food. The food is phenomenal. And I'm not just saying that, I'm not trying to plug them, but the food is fantastic. There's Good Kitchen, there's an Indian restaurant here which is very popular. There's also, when you get the sort of thali type foods as well, there's Food Circle, so there's something for everybody's budget. There's Il Forno, which is the Italian restaurant, beautiful food, Nando's, Five Guys, Starbucks, everything is here. Just even in the square itself, because I walk out of the building and I'm in the square, there's at least 10 choices when I walk out of my house. In the next building, there's another 10 choices, there's another 10 choices. We've got, in terms of grocery stores, we've got Carrefour, there's a Spinneys, there's a Giant, I think you pronounce it. So there's lots and lots and lots of different options for different budgets, and that's what I love about this area.
My name is Kevin Piercy. I'm the founder of Kevin Piercy Real Estate, trading as Piercy & Co. I have worked in the real estate industry for 25 years, predominantly in the UK. I've managed offices, done sales, done rentals. I've worked for a developer, sold off plan. I'd like to think that I've done most jobs within the residential sector. And I moved to Dubai just a year ago, but the one thing that I've done is established a real place of working in Town Square. The main reason for Town Square for me is the amenities here are first class. When you compare them to the other villa and apartment building communities, there's nothing that really sort of competes with Town Square. The level of shops, the level of restaurants, ultimately the amenities within the pool and park in every building, pool and parks, basketball courts, football pitches, gyms are in every community sector as well, the subsectors. The shops here, you've got all of your grocery stores, Carrefour, Ghent, Spinneys, there's a couple of Spinneys. There is a doctor's here. There's a school that's just being built, the Horizon School. They've just broken the ground. That's about 2 or 3 years away. Across the road, you've got Mira, the British School of Dubai. You have just got everything, and it's a city within a city. I think that's the concept that when it was built, is they wanted to have everything in one place so that people didn't need to travel to go and get their groceries or do whatever they needed to. You've obviously got Al Qudra Lakes, about less than 5 miles away, 5 minutes away. The rents here are so much cheaper when you sort of factor in the amount of amenities here. So a 1 bed will start at around 55,000 a year. The 2 beds, you're probably looking at around 70 if you're lucky, but more like 80 to 120 now, because there are some new buildings that have just handed over, and they offer more facilities and fixtures and fittings within the properties. Every step that's being built here, every new development, every new building that's being built, they're evolving, so everything is getting better. The kitchens are now fitted, the appliances are in, it's definitely a development that's growing with time and evolving. For me, the main thing that I think is its value for money is what drives Town Square. It outweighs the location, which some people are put off by. There's not many people that I've met who have moved here and don't love it. And that's from friends, from people that I've placed in properties here, sold houses to. Everyone that's here believes the sense of community is really good and it works well. So demographically, price point is very, very good for Dubai, very competitive. But the overall mix of cultures, it's a melting pot, which is great and fantastic for Dubai as well. So townhouses, 3 beds start at around 2.6 now, and 3 beds will start at 2.6, and the 4 beds you're looking at more like 3.2, 3.3 and upwards now.